Hey guys, hopefully you guys are doing really good these days. Just wanted to say thank you for everybody who participated in the last card reading. I believe it was on Monday. And thank you for all your beautiful comments and thank you for all the validations you guys actually put in the comments. So that really does help a lot. My next thing today, since it's doing so well, let's keep on pushing it. So today we're gonna do the 3 card pull, but with that being said, start right now. Focus on the numbers 1, 2, or 3, guys. All right, take a second and do that. As you start to feel that, if you chose number 1, this is your card reading right here. The card is going to be about embrace. So right now you're in a part of your life where you're trying to embrace everything, whether it's good, whether it's bad. You're at a point where you're like nothing can no longer bother you and you're just learning to observe. This tells me that you've also been somebody who's overcome so many challenges in your life that by now you're not afraid of anything. In reality, you embrace it with light, you embrace it with kindness, and you're also somebody who's willing to learn from your mistakes here. So I love that about you. I would say here, pay attention to the number 21. So 21 should be very important to you. Please look at that into the sense of numerology. I also feel here with this beautiful card, you do have a very strong male figure in your life. So whether this be your husband, your father, your brother, or even your son, this is a beautiful connection with a loved one who watches over you a lot, guys. It could even represent somebody here in the physical who you look up to a lot. And this person, all they do is give you support and love and guidance. I am being drawn to a name with this one. It just feels like the name Patrick is coming out. So if you do have a name with somebody by the name of Patrick, please let me know in the comments below how that connects with you. I also felt with this one, it's so beautiful here. This tells me that if you look very close, that the heart is growing. So this tells me here that things are starting to manifest for you. Your dreams, your aspirations are important moving forward. Yes, it seems a little dry at the moment where things are not, I don't say this, happening as fast as they should, but this tells you that it's sprouting. The seed is in the earth. So you are somebody who likes to plant seeds and wait for the prosperity to happen. So be patient. The number 21 could represent these next 2 years that your goals will start coming to light. Pay attention to that. Also, it tells me sometimes you could be a little bit hot-headed because of that red there. So yes, you're a hothead, okay? So if you're being too hot-headed with your situations, please take a deep breath and relax. And sometimes it's important for you to isolate yourself, guys. If you have to isolate yourself and need some space for yourself to be emotional, to express yourself, it's okay. So take some time for yourself, re-embrace yourself and focus and then execute. This is your card for number 1. So I hope you enjoyed that one, all right? Let me know if you actually feel connected with that, all right? Thank you. All right, for the second card, let's shuffle this real quick here. All right, second card is going to be beautiful. Love. I love this. So this is the number 6. It connects with the month of June. So this tells me this is about a couple. So if you chose number 2, this is about couples. So you're seeing the number 222 a lot, or even the number 6. It has a strong connection with you. This tells me that your relationship is going well. All right. Now, there's 2 sides to this. So your relationship is going well. It's in harmony. You just started a new relationship. So this tells me here, take your time because of past events here. You've been through a lot of pain, and this could represent both of you have dealt with struggles. So please take your time. Don't let the past affect the future, but use your past as tools and guidance of what not to do and not repeat the same mistakes so that it could flourish the way it's supposed to. Now, if you are not doing well in a relationship and you may be going through a divorce or a separation or uncertain about a relationship, whether it be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or vice versa, however it may be, this is telling you, part of you, let go, but don't hold on to the negativity of what you guys have dealt with. You have to focus on your children because this is what you guys have brought into this world. Remember, your kids are everything, but you do not have to sacrifice your happiness for your kids here, guys. This may offend some of you guys, but I'd rather be honest. You don't always have to sacrifice your relationship because of your kids. You guys have to learn to be happy for each other and balance the relationship out afterwards, okay? So this card has a lot of positive and negatives, but the positive is here that you guys can move forward. And if you're going through a challenging time in your relationship, let's try to work things out and be on the same playing field in the sense for the children here, all right? One other thing here, if we're gonna look a little bit deeper here, you've been also having trust issues in your relationship because of those sticks there. So you've been rebuilding your relationship, okay? So I wanna say here, this goes for both good and bad. The trust is very important how you guys move forward. And this is gonna build security with love and emotions. I would say here, if you have an anniversary in June or June 6th specifically, let me know in the comments below. But this card is directly for you, saying happy anniversary, and that you, and even potentially a birthday, guys. I know a lot of people have birthdays, but the 6 is so important here. So I want to say that even feels special. One more thing here, 1, 2, 3. So the 6-3 for some reason feels even more important here. So June 3rd may have a very strong significance for you. Okay, guys. With that being said, know that your loved ones are always watching over you. And believe it or not, I want to say stay strong in your relationship. Don't be afraid to dance a little bit and have fun and stare into each other's eyes if you can, because you see how they're coming close and enjoying each other's company. So let's do that, guys. Focus on your relationship and focus on whether you have vows or you've been together for 10, 15 years and you're not even married, but go enjoy each other's company and go have some fun with your family. All right, that card's for you. All right, for my third and final card here, let's see what we got. All right, quick shuffle there. And number 3, I love it. Well-deserved reward. So this is telling me here that you've been working hard and you've been doing really well in your life. It tells me that you've been passionate, but you've been stubborn. You're a fighter. You've conquered a lot of things in your life. Whatever obstacles you've been through before, you learn how to be masterful. If you look deep here, there's nothing but water. So this tells me here that you've built a lot in your life. You've struggled. And now you're at a point in your life where you're like, I'm at the top and I want to stay on top. This also represents that you're not afraid to go to the bottom. But it does represent here, if you look at that little triangle there, that little corner, this tells me here that sometimes you like to tend to be a little bit too protected here, all right? And it tells me sometimes now that you succeeded so much that sometimes you feel alone. So I would say here, if you're at a position like this, start teaching others. So the negative part of this is that sometimes we could have a little bit of an ego and we put ourselves above others. But I want to say here, don't get offended by that, guys. Let's be real with each other, okay? Now, I would say here, if you do feel a little bit ego and you feel like you don't want to deal with nobody else because they're not listening, show them the way, all right? Because right now, you've accomplished so much in your life that now when you look back at the basics, you're like, it's too easy. But remember where you were before. Sometimes it takes a little bit extra to teach others how to get to where you're at. So even as a medium, we get to a point in our lives where we're just doing things naturally and it just comes too easy sometimes. Well, even when we're teaching, sometimes you're like, oh, this is so basic. But in reality, you got to remember, you just learned, you've adapted way faster than most people. So take your time and go back to the basics, guys. And this is also for my beginners, people who are just wanting to execute and wanting to push themselves up, who are choosing a path where they want to be on top of everything. This is a lesson or a guidance for you to take your time. And even though this platform is built really good here, it tells me you want to make this platform bigger. So focus on your foundation and stability. That is going to be very important to you, okay? I want to say here, this could also represent idols. So if you do have idols in your life, there's nothing wrong with them, but do not idolize them so much to where they're everything. Remember, God is much more important than anything in this world. And whether you believe in God or not, focus on a higher faith at times here. Believing yourself is the key thing here. Okay, guys? I did hear the name Colin for some reason. The name Colin came to me. So if there's somebody with the name Colin or something close to that, but I really feel Colin more than anything, I felt like this person is in spirit. So they're trying to reach out to what feels like potentially a brother or brother-in-law. So keep that in mind. If you do have somebody by the name of Colin, please look and let me know in the comments below. It's a very unique name, but it does feel significant to somebody. All right. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed these card readings, and thank you so much for your support. And if you do want a reading by me or even one of these card readings, let me know. You could book an appointment via angelthemedium.com. All right. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.